Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today at Oshodi Health and Fitness, health, wellness, and fitness tips and resources. Today, we will be discussing shoulder press versus the push press, how to perform them properly, and how to incorporate them in your program based off of what overall goals you're looking to achieve. Both the shoulder press and the push press are commonly used interchangeably, but they're two very different exercises based off of the primary factors or the primary reasons for performing the exercises. When we look at the shoulder press or the military press, we're looking and talking about a strength-based exercise or strength-based movement. When we look at the push press, we're looking at a power-based exercise or a power-based movement. And again, when we talk about power, we're talking about generation from here, and then also triple extension of the joints, the ankle joints, the knee joints, and the hip joints. Shoulder press. Versus the push press. While shoulder presses can be primarily used for strength building and muscle building, push presses are primarily used for power building and to increase explosiveness. Again, both exercises do have small degrees of the opposites, but again, when we talk about military or shoulder press specifically, we're looking to build strength, we're looking to build muscle size, and overall grow the muscles. When we talk about push press, we're looking to become more explosive, and we're looking to really generate a lot more power. Now again, you're gonna get stronger, bigger muscles from being able to push more or push press more. But again, when we prioritize, the reason why we're doing a push press is more to build power and explosion. When we prioritize shoulder press, it's more for strength and for muscle building. With both the shoulder press and the push press, you want to make sure that the feet are just slightly inside the shoulders, and you want to make sure your hands are roughly shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. It's again, it depends on the individual, depends on the limbs, depends on you, the individual person. So play with certain different ranges. Play with it. For me, when I do the push press, I bring my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. All right, that's why I feel more comfortable generating the most amount of power. But again, you want to make sure that you play with different ranges, all right, so that you get and find out what's most comfortable for you. The start position for the shoulder press, you want the bar literally sitting right on top of your chest with the strong forearm, strong wrist, making a fist straight up, all right? Make sure the elbow and the wrist are aligned in one straight line. This is the start position with the bar resting across your chest. The end position, all the way up. End position, your head is forward and the bar is aligned right with your spine, down to your hips, all the way down to your feet. Breathing. As you push up, that's the exertion of force. Exhale. Inhale down, exhale up. Okay? With the breathing, you want to make sure that you have a nice, strong, stable core, and as you're pushing up, you're exhaling out through your mouth. As you're coming down, inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. The movement pattern for the shoulder press, we'll take it step by step, all right? At the start position, now you're in position and ready to come up, push up to the end position. What you want to make sure you do is tighten your core, squeeze the glutes. Now you're in position to protect your spine and to push up with maximal force. All right, movement pattern goes just like this. Everything's in position. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, hold it, exhale. You can relax the glutes as you come down. Relax the glutes as you come down and squeeze them as you push up. Inhale. Inhale. Start position for the push press, all right? You want to make sure that your hands are now kind of bent back here, just holding it with the palm of your hand. You're not holding it like this as you would be with the shoulder press. For the push press, you have kind of a limp wrist, and the bar is laying across your chest or across your torso, the top portion of your torso, and you have a back position. Glutes are in a back bent position here. The knees are not coming over the toes, the knees are behind, and you're in this position here. Start position. End position, everything is up nice and tight, nice and strong. Very similar end position to the shoulder press, where you have the elbows extended, the wrists extended, straight, nice and strong. All right. Or your lower body joints, your hips, knees, and ankles are fully extended. Here. End position. Breathing. As you explode up into the movement, you want to make sure you're giving a strong exhale. So inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, explode up. Inhale, explode in or bring it in. Exhale, explode up. Again, one more. Inhale, down. Exhale, explode. Good. Now the movement pattern. The movement pattern, you want to make sure you're driving a butt back, feeling that power, making sure that you're ready to explode, all right? So you want to be so powerful that you even lift your heels up when the weight is a little bit light. That's how explosive you want this movement to be. Now, I can demonstrate both for you, lifting the heels and not lifting the heels, but you want to make sure you're generating maximum power when performing the push press.
And now the shoulder press application with increasingly heavier weight.
Once the weight starts getting heavy for people relative to their strength, that's when they start to become more of a push press or a momentum-based movement. The shoulder press is not momentum, it's strength, all right? You're using muscle, we're not applying any force from the hips, no bending of the joints, nice and strong, squeeze the glutes, push it up.
And now the push press application with increasingly heavier weight.
For the push press, as the weight gets heavier and heavier and closer to your 1 rep max, this is where you start to see that degree of shoulder drop, where the portion of that power decreases, and not necessarily the portion, but the overall, the 100% utilization, all right? So as I mentioned, the push press is more power-based and explosive building, but there is a strength component and a muscle building component. So as you get higher and higher or closer to your 1 rep max, this where you start to see more shoulder drive and more utilization of the strength and musculature of the shoulder relative to how much power you use. Still using a great deal of power, but you're gonna see it becomes more and more challenging to generate that power without getting more shoulder drive utilization. And this is where the shoulder drive and strength comes into play towards the end of that push press.
And now a lateral view of the push press so that you can see the knee to toe relationship as well as how far back the glutes are driven.
Both the push press and the shoulder press can be performed with dumbbells, kettlebells, and other different weights as well. But I want to make sure and place emphasis that the push press is not the same as the squat and press. The squat and press is a squat and then it's a pressing exercise. It's two different exercises combined into one. The push press is a very explosive exercise, not to be interchanged or compared to the squat and press. They're two separate exercises. And here's some demonstration of how you can apply the dumbbells to all three exercises. Shoulder press with dumbbells. Push press with dumbbells. Squat and press with dumbbells. In conclusion, we understand more why now there's a difference between the shoulder press and the push press. And again, shoulder press is muscle and strength based. Push press is more power and more explosive based. All right, you can incorporate both exercises, but understand the reasoning and the purposes behind performing them, and then you can move forward in your progression. Now, just to make sure, now with the push press, it's very common for people to really push the knees forward and go like this. Very, very common. So just be very mindful. Again, your knees can come forward a little bit, but it's more the butt bending back and down, and the knees staying right at toe level. You don't want the knees to go past the toe. So just make sure, boom, slight bend of the knees forward while you're bending at the hips, and then you're pushing up. This is where the power is getting generated at. This is where you want to focus on making sure that your form is proper. You're protecting your spine, you're protecting your knees, you're protecting your ankles. This is push press versus shoulder press. Thank you once again for joining us here at Oshode Health and Fitness, health, wellness, and fitness tips and resources. For up-to-the-minute posts and updates, please visit us at our website at www.oshodehealthandfitness.com. You can scroll down to the bottom of the page and you'll be able to subscribe to our email list. Once you've done that, you can also click our YouTube link and also subscribe there. Again, we'd love to have you back. Look forward to having you back to learn more about the health, wellness, and fitness tips and things that can help you along your fitness journey. Thank you.